So if you've got a saltwater pool and it's going green, you've checked the chlorine levels and they seem to be dropping each day, or you've got no chlorine in your pool. Now it might be your chlorinator that's on the fritz, and I'm going to show you how to test it. G'day, I'm Kent. So we need to check that the salt levels are just right in your pool for this to work. So get a sample of water, take it down to your pool store. They'll recommend how much salt you need to add to your water to get it just right. Sometimes it's just your chlorine producing cell that's clogged up, because they do need cleaning. This is the cell here, and we can see through this sort of clear opaque casing that it's actually quite clean, so that's not the problem. But it's worth checking. If you need to clean yours, you can actually do it at home. Use 1 part hydrochloric acid or pool acid and 5 parts water, and if you submerge your chlorinator cell in that water, let it soak for 5 minutes, that should clean it up. But if you notice that it takes longer, it just means you're not cleaning your cell often enough. We also need to check that there is power getting to that chlorine producing cell. I've been running the pool this morning, so I know that there's power getting to this outlet, and despite running it for several hours every day, we're getting no chlorine from it. The chlorinator is on and we've had it dialed right up. I've discovered what the problem is with our chlorinator. Is these little plates, they're connected and they require electricity to work. One of the little connectors here is actually snapped off. It looks really corroded. So I've looked up the make and model of this chlorinator cell because I want it to be compatible. I don't want to get carried away with extra plumbing and stuff. I've gone online and I've found a replacement for it. I've posted it out and it's turned up. This is what's broken off our existing chlorinator, just because it's like super corroded. These little welds have obviously come undone, so the chlorinator cell hasn't been getting any power. Now let's get the old one disconnected. So I'll have to unscrew the little plastic clipsal housing, disconnect these wires, put these wires on. Make sure you do all of this without any power supplied to the chlorinator. I want to make sure that we're completely powered off. Oh wow, that's really corroded. Have a look at this. So that's what salt water does to steel. You think they'd make the casing out of aluminium or something, or plastic, that doesn't matter. But it looks like down the track I'm going to be up for a chlorinator. If you want to check out a video on how to replace your chlorinator unit, just click on the little card up on the top of the screen and I'll show you how that's done. Alright, with our power disconnected, we can remove this. All of these connections are so corroded, I might not have many months or years left in this chlorinator. When I replace it, I'm going to definitely install it somewhere where it's not in a splash zone of the saltwater pool. Now I just need to make sure that these gate valves are closed. Normally they look a bit like this. So that's actually across the line, so that means it's closed, open, closed. And I'll be able to take this chlorinator cell out and replace it with the new one. Yeah, there's a bit of pressure there. Okay, so if that goes in there, that O-ring has to sit in there. That goes there. Pop the cap on. And it fits, thankfully. This was the problem with the old chlorinator. That contact there has broken. Same with on that side. That was it was just worn out. That's why it wasn't producing any chlorine. I'm gonna get the electrician to reconnect those wires. In Australia and New Zealand, we don't do any electrical work when it's 240 volt. So with that chlorinator cell installed, we're testing it out. And you can see here, we've got near 100% of chlorine production, and over the side you can see that kind of little smoky appearance. It's producing chlorine, no drips, no leaks. Beautiful. So I think the next job on the list will be to move that chlorinator away from the splash zone of the salt water, because man, it's getting pretty corroded. I've got lots of cool videos on keeping your pool clean, keeping the water hygienic so the kids can keep swimming, how to replace things, how to fix things on your pool. And I'd love to have you join me in those videos. just check out the video up there. I'll see you there.